everybody. How are you guys doing on today? I'm super duper excited, guys. It is release day. We are hanging out with award-winning author Michelle Lindo-Rice, guys. And guess what? We are celebrating. Do you see what she have in her hand? She has the print copy. I have a copy of the ebook copy, and it is called A Summer for the Books. And guys, let me just tell you, it is a summer for the books for real. Michelle, welcome back to the cafe, my friend, and thank you for celebrating your release day with us on today. And we're gonna have a good time. So, guys, in the comment sections, I definitely wish Michelle a happy release day because we got some celebrating to do on today. And of course, if you haven't done so already, like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend to come on down to the cafe because we're hanging out with author Michelle Lindo-Rice. And for those who do not know her or may be new to her, I'm going to have her to introduce herself to the people.
Hi everyone. Hello Tony. Hi everybody. My name is Michelle Lindo-Rice and I write romance and women's fiction, and I have been doing that for a while now, but for some reason some great things happen over 50, and here I am celebrating my second book with Mira, a summer for the book. So thank you so much for having me today.
I love that. I love that. And Michelle, oh my goodness, this cover is amazing, my friend.
Isn't it?
Y'all, this is
It's
the perfect summer
gorgeous.
read, the perfect beach read. Tell us about this cover. This is one of those books that, I mean, give me the great cover, give me the great title, and it's like, count me in. And I love a bookish book, but tell us a little bit about this cover.
So, this cover, believe it or not, it was their, I don't know what they did on in the internal, but it was the only cover they showed me. And the minute
Wow.
I saw it, it was love at first sighting.
I
And
love it.
yeah, they nailed it. They nailed the cover. They nailed the friends. I love you look at Jewel and look at Shelby. They just nailed them, and I
Yes,
was
yes.
yeah. So when I saw it, I said yes. I had nothing else to say, and they probably were shocked, but I had nothing else to say because this is such a great cover. It encompassed so many things about the book. There's a book within a book, the friendship, the black cherry ice cream, so many things. So I was really excited about this cover.
Look, and Michelle, I love it because you are spilling the tea. You are giving them all the feels about this book. We're gonna talk about some of those things that you talked about as
Yes.
well too. And it's some of the things for me where I really enjoy a bookish book because of all those things as well. Now, Michelle, they nailed the cover. You got to tell us about A Summer for the Books. Was that the original working title, or did that title come along because later? Because the title is perfect for this book because it's kind of
Okay.
like two poles.
Yes. So the actual working title, I'm gonna be honest, was my working title. It was not as great as the title that we settled on. I
Well,
had a
still
books
the
and
same.
I had books and black cherry ice cream, and then I
Oh,
had yes, and then I just had black cherry ice cream or whatever. But that was not working for them, and it's a good thing. And so, my editor came back to me with two potential titles, and this one, as Summer for the Books. When I first read it, I was like, I'm not sure, but it's a title that you sit and you think about. And when I sat on that title, I said, "Oh my goodness!" I said, "It's perfect because this is one summer for the books." and and so
it
when the title, the cover, everything. And hello everyone, hello Jennifer, hello Myra, LaShawn, hi everybody. Yes, and so that title, it just, when I say it just encapsulates everything about the book. It encapsulates
yes.
everything about the book. It's a
And
perfect marriage
Michelle, with that
and cover.
title, and guys, definitely, feel free to chime in the comment section. I know for me with that title, it was like, I'm in. I hadn't even read the blurb, but just the title, "A Summer for the Books," I was like, count a sister in because I love a bookish book. And then, of course, you add the cover in there as well. Put it in the comment section, based on the title and the cover, was this a one click for you? Thank you, LaShawn. She says she's so excited for this book. She pre-ordered and can't wait for her book to get there.
Thank
I love
you.
that. I love that. And Jennifer is saying that it is a gorgeous cover as well. Guys, if you're just joining us, we are hanging out with the one and only Michelle Lindo-Rice. Today is pub day. It's her book birthday. And A Summer for the Books
Yes.
is hot off the press. And of course, guys, it is perfect summer reading. Okay. Now, Michelle, I love one of the things that the book on the cover, it says beaches, books, besties, and secrets.
See?
Oh my
Yes.
goodness. Tell us a little bit about that. Look, don't spill too much tea, but what can you say when you hear those things? Beaches, books, besties, and secrets. And there are some secrets, guys.
All I can tell you is that those four things perfectly summarize everything that you're going to be reading in the book. Best friends, they meet up at the beach. They were a book club of two, reading books and hoping to write books. And then they have a major secret between them, and
Woo!
there's nothing that can bring friends to get together like a secret, and nothing that can break them apart like a secret.
Like a
So
secret.
yes.
I
So
love it. I
you know
love
what
it.
the
Well,
question was,
Michelle, it's
Angela?
release
Yeah,
day. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I was saying the question was, what would make two besties not besties anymore? So that's what.
Ooh. Look, Michelle, all I can say to the people is the plot thickens, okay? The plot thickens. And Michelle, you have to share with us, my friend, what inspired this story?
I wish I even knew, because when you had me on with the bookshop sisterhood, I had the inspiration and everything. I just knew I wanted to be ambitious. This for me was an ambitious book. And I just have to pause for a minute and just tell you thank you so much for all you do for authors, because you are just really encouraging me right now, because it was really an ambitious book. I know I wanted to write a book in a book, and I knew that I wanted to just really spread my wings a little bit as far as the kind of story that I wanted to tell. And I took a chance, and oh, it was a headache at times trying to get all the details together and stay track, because there's a timeline in here. There's amnesia in here. There's besties in here. There's secrets in here.
Yes,
A book in a book in here. And so it was just keeping track of that. And then you're worried. You're like, will my readers be able to keep track of everything? Because,
yes,
you know, and so that was really what inspired it. I knew I wanted to tell about women and friends and just delve
yeah,
into a little bit more complicated relationship. And I knew I live in Delaware, where there are so many beaches here. So I knew I
yeah.
wanted to set it by the beach. And I don't know. And then this came about.
Wow. Well, Michelle, thank you so much for stepping into your creative side and stretching yourself. Guys, there is multiple point of views. As she stated, she gave you a little bit of tea. It's a book within a book inside of here as well.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the besties, the secrets. I mean, just Michelle, I just really enjoyed this book. And guys, let me just tell you, the attention is in the details. Okay, so if it's a journal entry, if it's a part of the book that's within the book, if it's from the daughter, the adoption daughter, and then Michelle, you tackled the amnesia trope, and oh my goodness, because you don't see that a lot. So I love that you tackled the amnesia trope as well. But can you share with us? What is one of the things that you enjoyed? Because I mean, you kind of threw some different things, and there's a dual
Yes.
timeline in here. I mean, tell
Yes.
us about that.
Yeah, oh my gosh, you're asking such great questions, and thank you. And I do agree with the person that said that she will sell a book, because if I didn't write this, I'd be running to buy it myself. But yeah, as far as with the as far as with the even the amnesia storylines and the different storylines, I think I think what I wanted to, I think what I, oh gosh, with the amnesia storyline, especially, I think that I know that I wanted to I wanted to give a good reason for what would bring friends together,
Yeah.
especially since I'm doing that dual timeline. And so my
Mm.
favorite, believe it or not, one of my favorite surprising parts that I did not expect was there's a little bit of a YA storyline in there with the daughter Lacey, and I was like, who is
Yes,
she? What are you doing? You were supposed to be a little kid just in the background. And
in the
Lacey,
background.
yes, and that's how she worked her way up into her own point of view, because that was not the original intention. But Lacey's story, it mirrored, I wanted to write something that kind of mirrored what her what the other characters went through, and for you to really see that parallel.
Yeah.
And she just, like, I don't know, she just spoke to me, and that love affair with her and Mackay, you know, it was just, that was a surprising part to me.
Wow,
Yeah,
Michelle,
I
thank
did
you for
not see
spilling the
that
tea.
coming at all.
I love the behind the scenes. I love the
Yeah.
behind the scenes. That is amazing. So y'all just got some tea. Y'all just got some tea. Now we're gonna talk about the characters a little bit, my friend. Let's start with Shelby. If you had to describe Shelby's character to the people on tonight, what would you say about Shelby?
I think Shelby, she grew up with I you guys can hear my accent, so from Jamaica, and I kind of wanted to put a little bit of my heritage in there. So Shelby had Jamaican parents, and she grew up with a little bit more affluent, didn't struggle for anything. And so she was, I would say she was a little spoiled at first, used to get in her own way. But as she grew older, she grew into herself. She went through some things, and she was just that sweet, loving person that just did the best that she could. Now Shelby had some stuff too. That's why you got to read the whole book with the past,
Yes.
but that was her, I think. And when it opens, we see someone that is, seeking family, and there's a
Mhm.
reason why. She definitely, I would say, was seeking family, seeking that love, not just from within, but love of family. Yeah.
Yes, I love that. I love that. And of course, you got to tell us a little bit about Jewel. What can you share about Jewel's character?
Jewel was so much fun to write because,
Oh, wow.
yeah, because she, at first she could come off very selfish, maybe.
Yeah.
And she's just thinking, and Jewel was that person that is now affluent, doing well because she had a bestseller book.
Yeah.
And but she started off with really humble beginnings, a lot of thing, and then she just had this great best friend that
Yeah.
got her through a lot of things that she would face when she went home. You're not sure if
Yeah.
the lights are on, you're not sure if you have enough food, and you just had this great best friend that helped you get through everything. But she was just that person that's like, I don't ever want to be broke again. I can't go
Yeah.
back there. And it's almost like I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to get that. And so, though she has a sister that she helps with, and her mom that she's trying to help. So she definitely have a lot of people that she's trying to help, but she definitely have some growing up to do in this book, I think.
Yes. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
guys, let me tell you, it is release day. It's a book birthday. We are celebrating with author Michelle and Lindo-Rice. Guys, hot off the press, A Summer for the Books. Hold tight. We'll be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy of this hot new release. It is the Beach Reads of Beach Reads. You're going to want to read it. You're going to want to tell book clubs to read it. Oh my goodness, a buddy read with someone, because there is lots to discuss with this a great book that is hot off the press on today. Now, Michelle, please tell us, because I know that you are a avid reader in addition to
Yes.
being an author, being an agent, or what have you. But for you, how fun was it to incorporate a bookstore as the
Yes.
backdrop
Yes.
of this book. Tell us about that.
Yes. In the bookshop sisterhood, it was four friends trying to go over all of these drama to open a bookstore. But here it is. This bookstore is a staple on the beach. And then something major
Yeah.
occurs there that cements this almost like a landmark with the bookstore. And Shelby's family used to own that bookstore. So we see yeah, it was when I say to put a bookstore on, it's just every author's dream. I wish I could, I applaud indie bookstore owners. And so this was a way to pay homage to them as well, because this was definitely an indie bookstore on the beach. We do have a couple here in Delaware that, Bethany Beach, books and browse about books that is right there on the beach, by the beach. And so they kind of like inspired this idea too of the bookstore that is on the beach, and I do admit that there was a little bit of I love alliteration, so the idea of the baby found at the bookstore on the beach, all of that helped to drive some of that storyline too. Hi, Rhonda.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. Now, Michelle, and of course, I know you're going to share just a snippet with us in just a bit, but I want to ask you this question. You may have to think about it a little bit. Or having a coffee date, Shelby and what would be something that you would ask them, or what would be words of inspiration that you would tell them? So either something that you would ask them, or either words of inspiration that you would give them if you was hanging out with them on a coffee date.
Oh my goodness. What a great question. I think if I was hanging out with Jewel and Shelby, uh, um, by the bookstore at a coffee date, I think I would ask them. Ah, I think I might start off with, remember that every friendship has up and downs, but the love between friends, I think I would more go there to ask them,
Wow.
how do you feel about each other as friends, and how has that person been there for you as a friend, and what is it that could bring you together, and how has your life been different without this person in your life? I think that's, maybe it's a too deep a
Wow.
conversation for coffee shop, but that's probably where I would
No,
go with
no, this
them.
is good. This is good. I love that. I love
What a
that.
great
Now, Michelle,
question.
before you read a snippet, I have to ask you this particular question for a summer for the books. When you think about all of the characters inside of this book, is there a character that was a little more challenging for you to write? Because I mean, again, it's told from different point of views or what have you. But was that one character that you and that character y'all had to have a few meetings?
Even though I just said she was a lot of fun to write, uh, Jewel was pretty tough, because I mentioned before that, it was very easy for her to skew very unlikable or very selfish, probably too honest on the page. And so I think I had to really work on her a bit to, especially her redemptive arc that still was true and real, because we do have those friends, but friendship, and just the womanhood and the bond of friends, I really want to show the staying power, because yes, friends can, you can get hurt by your friends, but isn't it wonderful when you can get over that and you can bridge it with love and forgiveness, so yeah.
Mhm, mhm. Wow, wow. Now, Michelle, one more question before you read a snippet for us. I want to ask you this because I'm curious, because there are some moments in this book that pull at your heartstring. There are some gut wrenching moments. There are some sensitive moments in this particular book. How did you, as a writer, prepare yourself for those particular scenes?
Oh my gosh, you are just nailing some great questions, I've got to tell you. um I think, honestly, you want to, you're afraid, but when you're writing certain scenes, You have to become that character. You have to go in that scene. And I'll never forget it. I believe it was either Rhonda or Joylene, that would edit, that has edited my work in the past. And I remember them saying to me that, like, if you don't cry, your readers are not going to cry. And so you have to put yourself in there emotionally. And that's what I did. So if there were scenes that you saw that were tear jerkers, I myself, I'm pretty sure, was crying there. There were some moments where I really felt that. And what's great about allowing yourself to feel that is that you're feeling it, writing it, but you're also examining it. So while I'm
Ooh, okay.
examining it, that's when I'm
Yeah.
writing it. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
I'm like, how
Yeah.
am I sitting? How am I feeling? And how can I then put this into words? And it's a
Wow.
little challenging, but then also the power of editing. You've seen a lot of the authors will tell you the best books are rewritten. So there may be scenes even
Mhm.
where your editor will say to you, like, let's go, you got to go there, you got to give us more here. And so that also helped to shape the story.
Wow, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Well, guys, the moment that you've been waiting for, Michelle Lindo-Rice, she's getting ready to share with us just a little bit of a summer for the book. So, Michelle, I'm going to allow you to set the scene for us and you can start reading, and we are ready when you are.
Yes. Now, because it's a small snippet, I won't read the beginning pages like how I was taught by my author friends to do. But what I am going to read, it's right in the beginning, but it's the second scene with Sugar. I'm going to read that because it's much shorter. But to set it up, you have these friends, Sugar and Honey, and you know what comes next, right? But Sugar and Honey, and okay, no spoilers, yes. But so they this is just the beginning of the book though. So they go by the bookstore and they leave a package there. And so I'm going now to read what happens when this hit the news in an unexpected way. The next morning, huddled in the safety of Sugar's bedroom in their campus apartment at the University of Delaware, both girls had their eyes glued to the morning news. Sugar's heart pounded and her eyes burned. She hadn't slept that night out of fear that the police were going to come knocking on their door. In the 2 hour ride back from Eagle Point Beach, she kept glancing through her rearview mirror for those flashing red and blue lights. It had taken some cajoling on her part, but Honey had slept about an hour, her head on Sugar's lap. Suddenly, the camera operator zoomed in and the announcer's smile transformed into a frown. Sugar leaned forward. It's on! It's on! Honey's chest heaved and her eyes held fear. In her haze, Sugar almost dropped the remote before she turned up the volume. As soon as the tagline filled the screen, Sugar's breakfast soured in her gut. I can't watch this. With her hand over her mouth, she raced into the bathroom and upchucked the omelet she had delivered. She glanced into the mirror at her matted hair and reddened, sunken eyes and shook her head. She couldn't go to work today and pretend her world hadn't been shaken off its axis. After washing her hands, she brushed her teeth while she considered an appropriate excuse that wouldn't get her fired. As it was, she had misworked yesterday and quite a few other days. This wasn't like before. She needed a job. A loud screech echoed from the other room. What's going on? Sugar yelled, her heart rate at a crescendo. They have a video. No, no, no. Hands on her tummy, she scurried back and forced herself to look at the 26-inch screen. All she could see were shadows. She squinted. With the outfits they'd worn, it was hard to tell their builds. It's murky, grainy. They can't decipher anything. Honey sniffled as the tears poured down her face. What have we done? Oh Lord, what have we done? She shuffled over to hug her friend, her body trembling as deep fear spread through her. We just have to stay calm. Someone will know it was us. Honey wrestled out of her arms. Maybe we need to turn ourselves in. They might go easy on us if we act now. We can't. We agreed. We made a pact. Honey's lip trembled. Yes, but she touched her abdomen. I didn't expect the guilt to tear through my stomach like acid. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw that innocent face peering back at her. I didn't either. Sugar cupped Honey's cheeks with her hands. It was a cryptic pregnancy. No one could tell. All we have to do is keep quiet. Grabbing her hands, Honey repeated, all we have to do is keep quiet. They recited those 8 words until they believed them. They see their secret bound them tighter as the days flew by, each praying the news would die down. But within hours, it made national news. Everybody was talking about the baby abandoned at the bookstore on Eagle Point Beach. The phrase danced across the screens, haunting them. Those words became a hollow drum, constantly beating in their ears in the days to come. Yet the friends didn't break because they had each other. They consoled each other and squeezed their lips shut. They packed a tightly woven cord, bringing them closer and closer until eventually, there was nothing but blessed silence.
Guys, did she not give y'all a snippet and she left you on a cliffhanger? And let me just spill some tea, okay? That's chapter 1. That's how the book starts, okay? Chapter 1 is an excerpt. Remember we said it's a book within a book. Chapter 1 is an excerpt from That Was Then by Jewel Stone. Okay, y'all know who Jewel is. And it's the deleted prologue from April 7, 2006. And it
Yeah.
has honey. That's how it starts off,
So
guys. So let me just
she
tell you,
didn't,
if you have
they
not
wrote
done so
it, but
already,
she didn't put that in the book. So this is a
yeah,
secret chapter
y'all know
that
how we get
didn't.
those deleted scenes from the authors. It was a deleted scene, okay? I love that. I love that, Michelle. And thank you so much for sharing just a little snippet with us. And that leads me to ask you this particular question: how cool was it, or fun, as an author, to be able to insert your skills into Jewel as an author? Because that was so cool how that was a
Yes.
deleted prologue.
That was so much fun, but I can't give it away. That's why you guys have to read when the whole truth come out about this book and about everything else. Some of it you'll have an inkling of, and I'm hoping that you will still be surprised, but I'm hoping that you'll be rooting for these friends because it really is a summer for the books.
I love it. Michelle, I thank you so much, my friend. The time goes by so fast. You have given us a lot. Okay. They're on the edge of their seats. So, guys, if you haven't done so already, run, not walk, to the bookstore and get you a copy. You can get it online. We're going to be sharing with you in just a moment how you can get a copy. But
Yes.
before that, there is a giveaway by author Michelle Lindo-Rice. She is celebrating. I know what the giveaway is, but I'm going to allow her the moment to share with you what the giveaway is going to be.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So, you can either get an ebook or a physical copy of A Summer for the Books, and we're giving away 2 copies today on release day. Thank you so much.
I
All I
love
ask
that.
is please tell a friend or 20, please.
Yes, tell a friend to tell a friend. So, guys, there it is. She's giving away 2 copies, not one, but 2, of A Summer for the Books. It is reader's choice, so you can let her know if you want the ebook or if you want the print copy as well. Michelle, I'm going to get you to help me. I'm going to go up and down the comment section. We'll do that twice. If you can tell me when to stop, we'll have our first winner.
Okay. Stop.
Okay. Okay. Did it? Let's see. I did highlight it.
Okay, good.
Can you see it on your end?
Yeah, I can't see it, but
Okay.
thank you
I
so
see
much,
it on my end.
Leslie,
I'll
for
say
your
the
book
name. For
club.
some reason, it's not. But it's Jennifer Copeland. That's the first person. So, Jennifer, if you will inbox me, my friend, let me know if you want an ebook or a print copy, and I will get that to Michelle. Okay, we're going to do it one
Yes.
more time. Michelle, I'm ready when you are.
Okay. Hopefully there's not a delay. And I'm going to say three, two, one, stop.
Okay. Okay. Leslie Hudson, you are the winner. She said the University of Delaware is her alma mater. And Leslie, you are the winner of a second copy. If
Leslie!
you will inbox me, if you want ebook or print, congratulations to both of our winners, Jennifer Copeland and Leslie Hudson.
And
Thank you guys for
if
joining
you
us
have,
as well.
yeah, if you won and if you already have a copy, we can give that copy of your choice to maybe a family member or a friend if you choose. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so guys, did you hear that? She said if you already have the book, you can actually gift it to a family member or a friend as well. Michelle, thank you so much, my friend. It has been amazing hanging out with you and celebrating a summer for the books. Because, guys, Michelle and I are going to keep telling you it is definitely a summer for the books. Okay, Michelle, please share with us how can they get their hands on a copy of A Summer for the Books?
Okay, so A Summer for the Books is available in ebook on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Google Books. Is all over in ebook form. Also, the paperback. You can it's available in paperback at many bookstores, even Target. You can order it, but you can go to the bookstore and also ask for it. And do me a huge favor, go to your library and ask them. Go with a
Yes.
friend or two and ask them to order the books and they will buy it. I love to see my books in the library because I grew up not being able to always afford the books. And when I go in the library and I see my book there, I'm always just, it's just amazing that so many people get a chance to read it. So you can, if you want to read the first three chapters, you can go to my website, www.michellelindourice.com, and you can get three chapters and read it there as well. Yes.
I love that, guys. Did you hear that? If you want to read the first three chapters, you can go to her website and read the first three chapters. And guys, I also want you guys to do Michelle Lindo-Rice a favor. This weekend, she's going to be at page 158 books. Guess what? I will
Yes.
be putting a link in the comment section. Order it from page 158. It's the indie bookstore. She'll be doing a book
Yes.
signing there on this weekend. And so, of course, you can pre-order the book. You can go ahead and order a copy of the book, or if you're in the area, it is in Wake Forest, North Carolina. She will be at page 158. Of course, you can get your book there, but you can go online to their website and order a copy of A Summer for the Books as well. I know that Michelle
As
Lindo-Rice
well
will
as
be so
riches
appreciative.
in reading.
Okay,
Yes.
and riches in
Riches
reading as well,
in as
guys. We'll
well.
make sure we put that link in the comment section as well. Support your
Yes.
indie bookstore. So page 158 books and riches in reading as well. Michelle, this has been amazing, my friend. And thank you so much for hanging out with
Okay.
us.
Thank you
Please
so
share with us
much.
how can we stay connected with you?
Well, please find me at www.michellelindourice.com. You can join my newsletter. There was a little time there where I was in between servers, but I think I'm all ready to go so I can start mailing out newsletters again. And also, please, you will also find me all over social media. I'm here on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on X. So, uh, honestly, if you Google me, I'm all over the place, but I'm so easy to find. You can find me, and I look forward to hearing from readers. I hope you enjoy A Summer for the Books. Thank you so much.
I love it. I love it, guys. We've had an amazing time. We had a release day celebration. She spilled a little bit of tea about A Summer for the Books. It is available right now, hot off the press. Get you a copy. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And definitely don't forget to leave a review. I know that Michelle Lindo-Rice will be so appreciative of you guys leaving a review. Well, that's our time on today. And of course, before we log off, we have to allow Michelle Lindo-Rice the last words of what she want to say to the people on this evening.
I just want to say thank you so much for always supporting me, for always helping uh, authors. Uh, reach readers and for telling other readers about us. So thank you for that. Thank you to Angela for having me and for always celebrating me. It just really encourages so much. And if you want to read a book about friendship, a book that will warm your heart, that will, when you see the power of friendship, then please and drama. It's a drama filled page turner about friends. Then A Summer for the Books is a book for you. Thank you so much.
I love that. I love that. There you have it, guys. We'll make sure that we put in the comment section how you can get your hands on a copy of it, how you can stay connected with Michelle Lindo-Rice. And guys, let's continue to celebrate her. And when you get a copy, take a picture, tag Michelle. Y'all know we like to do like, tag, and share. If you have your ebook, take a picture of you and your e-reader, all of that good stuff as well. Help us get the word out about A Summer for the Books, because guess what? It is definitely indeed a summer for the books. Michelle, and thank you so much, my friend. And as we always say, have an amazing day, because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Get a copy of A Summer for the Books. Bye bye.